Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve this problem using the concepts of derivatives. So we have to find the derivative of these four trig functions. So let's start with the first one. So y equals x squared plus cos x plus sine pi over 4. So the derivative will be equal to the derivative of these three terms in this function. So for x squared, as per the power rule, the derivative is 2x. And now the derivative of cos x will be negative sine x. And the third term, sine pi over 4, is a constant. There is no x in it. And we know sine pi over 4 is equal to square root of 2 over 2. So it's a constant. So the derivative of this third term is 0. Because derivative of a constant is equal to 0. And now we can simplify this expression. So this should be the derivative of this first function. Now we can analyze the second function y equals sine 1 over x. Now before we find the derivative of this sine term, we should move the x to the numerator because that will make it easy to find its derivative. And that will make the exponent of x negative. Now we can find the derivative of the sine term using the chain rule because there is an outer function which is the sine function and the inner function is x to the power negative 1. So we'll start with the derivative of the outer function. So the derivative of sine is cos times the derivative of the inner function, and for the inner function we'll have to use the power rule. And as per the power rule, we'll move the exponent negative 1 to the front and subtract 1 from it times the derivative of x, which is equal to 1. Now we can simplify this expression. Now for the x term, the exponent will be negative 2 and times negative 1 will make that x term negative. So the multiplication by 1 won't change anything. Now we can move this x term at the end to the front of the cos term, and we can move both x's to the denominator to make their exponents positive. So this should be the final answer for the derivative of this second function. Now we can analyze this third function y equals 2 sine x cos x. Now before we find the derivative of this function, we should modify it using the sine double angle identity. So we know that sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x. So we should change this expression with two trig ratios, sine and cos, into an expression with just one trig ratio. So this is the first step. Now we can find the derivative of this term. So we have to use chain rule. So for the outer function, the derivative will be cos 2x times the derivative of the inner function, which is 2x, and the derivative will be just 2 times 1. So 2 is the coefficient of the term, so it will stay as it is, and the derivative of x is 1. Now we can rewrite this expression as, so 2 times 1 is just 2. So this should be the final answer for the derivative of this third function. So now we can analyze this fourth one, y equals cos 2x over x. Now in this function, this expression is in the form of a fraction. So there is an x in the numerator in the cos term and x in the denominator. So we can use quotient rule. So as per the quotient rule, we start with the derivative of the numerator. Now for the numerator, we'll have to use chain rule. So the outer function is the cos function. So the derivative of cos is negative sine times the derivative of the inner function, which is 2x, and the derivative will be 2 times 1. So 2 is the coefficient of the term, so it will stay as it is, and the derivative of x is 1 times the denominator and minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator, and derivative of x is 1 over the square of the denominator. Now we can simplify this expression. So in the first part, we can multiply 2 times 1 times x, which is 2x, and we can move that 2x to the front of the sine term. And then minus cos 2x. Because cos 2x times 1 is just cos 2x over x squared. So this can be the final answer for the derivative of this function, or you can even break it up, and that can be the another form in which you can present the answer for the derivative of this function. So we can break it up into two fractions. Now we can simplify the first fraction by cancelling out one of the x's. So we get so this should be the final answer for the derivative of this fourth function. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve a problem like this one. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.